An orphan girl had been hungry for several days. She went to a bread shop with a small stone in her hand, believing it was money. She handed it to the shopkeeper and said, "Please give me something to eat." The woman looked at the stone and chased her away. The little girl then went to another shopkeeper and said, "Please give me something to eat." Seeing her condition, the shopkeeper felt sorry for her. He accepted the ordinary stone as if it were payment, gave her a loaf of bread to eat, and also handed her some money. The orphan girl became very happy. A co-worker then came over and said to him, "You're a fool. You're putting your job at risk." He replied, "That poor girl was starving. I felt sorry for her." His co-worker said, "The company will never accept this. I think you've already failed the company's test because of this foolish act." After saying that, the co-worker gathered their things and walked away. The poor man became worried after hearing those words. A little later, the same orphan girl came back and asked, "Can I help you with something?" The man replied, "I have no doubt about your sincerity, but you're still too young." The girl quietly walked away. Suddenly, the man received a phone call from the doctor. The doctor said, "Your mother's condition is very serious. Come and see her as soon as possible." Hearing this, the man became deeply worried. Just then, the same orphan girl returned and said, "Don't worry, I'll help you sell your bread." The man agreed and told her, "If anyone comes to buy bread, sell each loaf for 25 rupees. The girl replied, "Don't worry, I'll stay here until you come back. I understand what to do." He said, "All right, I'll be back soon." And then he left. The little girl was extremely hungry, so she ended up eating all the bread herself. When the man returned, he saw that there was no bread left. Smiling, he said, "You sold all the bread?" He happily gave her some money as a reward, but the girl remained silent. He then asked her for the money from the bread sales, but she said nothing. Finally, he asked, "Did you eat all the bread?" She lowered her head, nodded, and said, "Yes." After learning the truth, the man became even more worried. He said, "Now the owner will definitely fire me." The little girl ran away. A short while later, the owner of the company arrived and said, "You sold all the bread. Now give me the money." The man replied, "I was extremely hungry, so I ate all the bread. I know you're not going to give me the job." The owner remained silent. The man asked, "Aren't you going to scold me?" Instead, she smiled and said, "Congratulations." Confused, he replied, "I don't understand." She said, "I know everything. I saw it all with my own eyes. You took all the blame on yourself to protect that little girl. I admire your kindness. I need someone like you." The man asked happily, "Really?" She smiled and replied, "Yes, you heard me correctly. Starting tomorrow, your job begins. You will be the manager of my new branch. I'll be waiting for you." After saying that, she left. The man called out to the little girl, "Look, I'm going to become rich now." Then he found a letter from the little girl. In it, she had written, "You became an angel for me." After reading the letter, the man smiled with happiness. Sometimes we become so busy with our own problems that we forget the people who are truly in need.